We were back in Taiwan. We just recently visited Japan for the International Plastics Fair 2011. Professor Chen was nice enough to take all of us to the fair to see all the new technology, as well as meet the people that have been in the injection molding business for a long time. We were able to get a lot of questions answered. We learned a lot more, maybe double, triple our knowledge in injection molding, so it was a very beneficial trip for us. Not only did we get to go to the plastics fair, but we got to visit a university, Tokyo University, and a couple of businesses around the area that dealt with injection molding processes. So overall, it was a great trip, and we'd like to show you a little bit of what we saw.
Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, as Jeff said, we visited 2 different companies and toured one of the plants and saw that they have 4 or 5 different size machines going for like $1 million US for the biggest one, selling to countries all over the world. That was nice to see the manufacturing of injection molding machines from beginning to end. We also visited the university, which was huge compared to any university that we've visited in America or even in Taiwan. It was a really good experience, and we're happy that Professor Chen was able to take all of us in the lab.
Here we are at the Tokyo National University. Nice looking buildings. Charlie. Jogging person.
Hello, I am just outside IPF, the International Plastics Fair. Dr. Chen's brought us here, and it's a great place. I've been inside walking around all day, looking at all the different companies, and we will be here 2 more days. We are here in Tokyo, downtown. This is real close to the plastic show that we're here to see. A lot of skyscrapers. As you can see, that's a rather tall building, maybe 100 stories or so. There's some construction. I think they're putting in a new building there. It's rather large. As you can tell, it's really clean, really nice. Transportation is pretty good. Spend a lot of time waiting for transportation though. On the train to come here, it's about a half an hour to an hour, and costs maybe about $6–7 to travel to here. This robot right here is stacking golf balls, no problem. It's quite an algorithm.
Hey, hello, I'm John. Yeah, I'm just visiting the expo. Yeah, you see, we haven't had lunch now, so I'm so hungry, and my feet is hurt, extremely hurt.
Hello everyone, my name is Mitchell. I feel Japan is very good, and the MRT system is very well.
Right now we're here with the Tokyo Tower, as you can see it right there in the background. About to enter. Pretty excited.
Bye.